Hello, my friend. Welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. This is episode number 288, and today we're going to talk about small art that makes big sales. Well, my friend, welcome back to Breakfast with Sergio. It's a rainy day here in Chicago, but on my plate, which is ready to eat, awesome, delicious breakfast, which is today scrambled eggs with vegetable, and it smells great. Can't wait to start. But before I do that, my friend, as you probably know, if you've been following me for a while, you've been following also my art on Instagram and in social media, you know that I love to make large paintings. That's kind of like my favorite thing when I work in the studio is work large. Now, many years ago, I realized that, well, not everybody has a large wall to have in their wall. Also, the budget to buy, such large work and, the facilities to collect that type of work. Maybe they don't have the space to do that. So, many years ago, I realized, well, what if I do a small series that I can work with, that I can offer to maybe a whole range of new people in my audience that cannot get the big stuff and they could never be able to afford it or to have it because of space constraints. So I called that series 41 Winters, and I did one for every winter that I had lived. So I was 41 years old, and I did a square 12 by 12 whole series, abstract works that were really awesome, and I did a big release of them. And actually, I was so excited. I did more than 41. I did 64 of them just because the first idea was to do 41, 41 Winters, which was the name of the show. But then, just the excitement of, I just kept going and keep making them. I ended up doing 64 of them, but I still called it 41 Winters. And I did a big release, and to my surprise, I sold tons of them. I mean, they really sold really, really well. And, over time, I was able to sell all of them except a couple that I kept here, at home for my own collection. But that kind of taught me a lesson that, there was this whole, section of people in my audience who wanted to participate in what I was doing as an artist, but I had never given them an opportunity to do so, right? To participate in what I was doing. And so I did it again the following year, and then the following year, and the following year, and ever since, every fall, kind of leading up towards Christmas time, I do a big release. And I had people who have come and purchased a small work one time, and then they look forward to buying another one the next year, because I do something different every single year. I have done from drawings to small paintings to reproductions, prints, you name it. I have done all kinds of stuff, and it's always been great. It allows me to kind of end the year strong in terms of my sales. Last year I did a series of small paintings on paper, which I actually shared on Breakfast with Sergio. They all sold out. It was really awesome. I don't have any of them. I didn't even keep one for myself. They all sold out, and it was really, really good. And now I use the same method and the same strategy that I've been developing over the years, the whole marketing release and everything. This year, actually, during the pandemic, which I also shared on Breakfast with Sergio, and I did a whole series of 13 small works as I participated also in the Artist Support Pledge, and I sold out my whole series in about 48 hours. It was really good, really successful. Well, because I think, sometimes we focus on the big sales, on the big things, which is great, it's very important, but many times we forget about this whole set in your own audience who is ready to purchase, who is ready to participate in what you're doing, because we don't provide them with an opportunity. And if we do provide them an opportunity, it's very random. So they're not really excited about it. We're not grabbing their attention. So I have developed over the years kind of like this really good marketing strategy that works really well, that brings momentum, to introduce people to the series. I'm very excited about it. I talk about it. Maybe you have seen it on social media, so I do it every year. And I make something super cool that people are excited about because I am excited about. And I work through the launch of the release, build momentum, attention, and then the follow-up, closing the sales, and also on. And then at the end, I can celebrate, and it is pretty cool. Well, for the last 4 years, I have been also bringing along a lot of artists, hundreds of artists, to work with me, and I have called this the Small Works Art Sales Challenge. Maybe you have heard of this before. Maybe some of your friends have done the Small Works Art Sales Challenge. Maybe you have done the challenge yourself with me in the past, and you know what it is, how it works. So every week all those who are participating in the challenge, which are artists from all around the world, which is the awesome thing. I give you a video every week. It's a 10-week program. I give you a video that you watch, then you apply some of that information, and then I'll give you all the marketing for the week, what to say, what to do, what to post, when to post, all that thing, all leading up to the release of the artwork. So I walk you step by step, thinking about the offer, what's the size of the artwork, what kind of artwork you might want to do, what's the story behind it, how do we frame the story in a way that's interesting to people, how do we get others involved in the story, how do we make people excited, how do we build the attention, right, so that people notice what we are doing, and then how we make the release, how do we do pre-sales, sales, and post-sales, in the event, whether it is an in-person event like an open studio or a pop-up show or an exhibition, or a virtual event like what we are doing a lot right now these days because of the pandemic. So we have been doing virtual events much before the pandemic, through my program, through the Small Works Art Sales Challenge, where artists are selling directly through social media. And I think today, because of the pandemic, actually I think it's going to be easier because a lot more people are used to doing things online, buying online. They're used to clicking the purchase button online or participating in online events. So if at all, this whole pandemic has made people more open to online offers, which as an artist is something that we can certainly take advantage of as we close the year strong. So my friend, I want to invite you, if you have never done the challenge, or if you have seen others take the challenge, or if you want to do it again with me, this year we're adding a whole new component, as things change and as the world has changed. It's going to be really exciting. I am super excited about it. Can't wait to get started. Just like I can't wait to start with my breakfast right now. And it's going to be awesome. So if you want to participate in the Small Works Art Sales Challenge, all you have to do is you gotta register. Go to www.theartistnextlevel.com/sales. Again, you'll see it right here, www.theartistnextlevel.com/sales. We begin September 21st. So you must register before or by September 21st if you want to participate. You cannot come in October and say, hey, Sergio, I want to be part of the challenge. Too late. You gotta come in because we work together. You don't have to have an idea of what you're going to sell right now. You don't have to have the art. You don't have to have anything. You don't need any previous experience. You don't need a website. You don't need anything. All you need is social media to get started. So just join me, and it's going to be really cool. Again, I'm gonna take you in everything that I have learned for the last 8 years of doing my own very successful release. And I have worked with hundreds of artists who have done very amazing, successful releases as well. And here's the cool thing about it. Even though we are promoting small art and small works, here's the beautiful part. That's just an excuse also to bring attention to the other larger work that we have. So it never fails that during the challenge we get artists who, besides the small works, they might get commissions, they might also sell some of the bigger stuff, they might get new opportunities, again, because you are bringing attention to your art in general. The small works is an excuse to bring them in, to lure them in, to see everything that you have as an artist. And it's a great way to do it without being salesy, but just being truthful about you as an artist and telling your stories as well, and making it, in a whole marketing package that works really well and that you will have a lot of fun working with. So I hope to see you in the challenge, my friend. Again, we start September 21st. Sign up if you don't want to be left behind another year. Take care. Goodbye.